Begin lying on the back, completely relaxed. Check in with the body. Check in with the breath. Invite your attention to be fully present in the here and now. Now taking the strap around the right foot, the ball mounds of the toes. Take a firm grip on either side of the strap and press the sole of the foot to the sky and the hamstring away from you. Breathe and notice how it feels in the hip, in the hamstring, keeping that right foot engaged and the left foot relaxed. Now take the strap into the right hand and inhale. Exhale, open the leg out to the side, allowing it to drop farther out with every exhalation. You can place the left hand on the left hip to keep the buttocks on the floor. And remember to keep breathing, allowing the exhalation to guide you deeper into this hip opening. On your next inhale, slowly bring the leg back up to center and cross it over the body on your exhale, switching the hands holding onto the rope. So the strap is now in the left hand. Feel the IT band activate here as you press the right heel away from you and pull the toes back towards the face. Inhale, come back to center, taking the strap into both hands. Slowly bring the forehead towards the knee, engaging the core, curling inwards here, and release. Bend the knee, bring the strap into the right hand, half happy baby. You can release the strap and just hold the foot with the hand as another option. Transition to wind removing pose, interlacing the fingers around the shin, hug the knee into the armpit. Inner right thigh presses in towards the right side, and then taking the left hand to the knee, cross the leg over the body into a supine twist, breathing into the spine. You can take the right arm into cactus, and inhale back to center. Both knees come in, switching legs. Relax the right foot down and away from you. Left foot comes inside the strap. The strap placement is around the toe mounts at the top of the foot before the toes themselves. And the elbows are gently hugging down into the sides. Firm grip in the hands, shoulders away from ears. Press the hamstring away from you. Breathe here. Left hand comes to the strap. Inhale. Exhale, open the left leg out and to the side. Right hand can come to the right hip to help stabilize. as the left leg opens wide and the toes pull back towards the face while the heel presses away from you. Breathe here. Feel how this side may differ from the other side. It's totally normal to have those imbalances. No judgment. Bring the leg back up, switch hands, and cross the foot over, pressing the heel to the right side. The fascia of the IT band is one of the harder areas to activate and access. And here we're getting right into it. So enjoy the process. And always remember to breathe. Inhale, come back up. Bend the knee out, half happy baby. You can hold the strap or use your hand to grab onto the foot, whatever you prefer. Transition to wind removing pose, interlacing the hands around the shin, hugging the left knee to the outer left side towards the armpit, feeling the hip open. Squeeze the leg. Now take the right hand to the left knee. Inhale. Exhale. Cross the leg over the body into a supine twist. No need to force with your right hand. Just gently guide the leg down. And feel all the activation throughout the body. Every body is different. Every body will feel it differently. And because I forgot to do it on this side, bring the strap around the toe mounds and curl in, forehead towards the knee, activating the core. Keep the shoulders down, away from the ears, and squeeze the belly. And exhale, release. Both knees come into the chest, rocking from side to side. Massage the back. Now bring the feet down and windshield wiper the legs. The knees rock from side to side. The hips sway. Release any tension from the lower back, from the hips, keeping the shoulders on the floor. Now bring the knees back. Take the hands behind the thighs and start to roll up and down the length of the spine, forward and back on the mat. Eventually find your way onto your sit bones, cross the ankles, and shift back into tabletop. Hips over knees, shoulders over wrists, fingers pointing forward, toes pointing back. Inhale, cow. Activating the back body, the front body stretches. Exhale, cat. Activating the front body, the back body stretches. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Feeling that energy move up and down the spine as you inhale. And exhale, scooping the pelvis, squeezing the belly in. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest, open the heart. You can look forward to avoid tension in the neck. Exhale, chin to chest, cat. And shift back. Child's pose, you can take the knees together here. Bring the hands down by the sides, palms face the sky. Let the shoulders rest, melting over the knees. Let the forehead soften into the floor. And breathe into the back, in and out through the nose. Inhale, roll to seated. And stand up on the knees. Bring the right foot forward. Low lunge. You can take the blocks to frame the ankle or a little bit back. And walk the left leg back, pointing the toes. Lift the heart. And sink into the hips. The blocks are there to support the hands. Roll the shoulders down and back. Lengthen the torso. Lengthen the crown of the head. And shift back, the hips back, straightening the front leg. Flex the foot towards the face and walk the blocks below the shoulders, lengthening the spine, and bend back into that knee, bringing the blocks forward, step back, and prepare for the other side. Inhale. Exhale. Left foot steps forward. Bring the blocks to frame the foot. Shifting into a deep hip opener. Lifting and lengthening in the upper body and dropping and sinking in the lower body. On the exhale, straighten the front leg, shifting the hips back, half split, engage the left toes, bring the blocks back to support the arms and the shoulders to stack over the wrists. And then bend back into the front knee, pressing back to child's pose, keeping the hands on the blocks. Feel the opening in the shoulders here. Press the fingers forward to lengthen the arms. Inhale, come up. Lower the blocks, either one or two settings. Bringing the hands onto the blocks. You can move into a puppy pose with more space for the heart and the head to drop down. Keep the hips over the knees. Feel that activation in the shoulders and breathe into it. Breathe into the heart space. And transition out, coming onto the belly. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Bring the arms out. The middle finger is in line with the nose. Then take the left hand under the shoulder and roll onto the right side. You can take the top leg up and the foot comes back to support you as the hips open to the sky. This is a very deep shoulder opener. Gentle twist. Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale, roll back to center, straightening the left arm out. Roll onto the left side with the right hand supporting you. The right foot comes back so the hips can peel open, while the shoulder receives a deep opening stretch in the front. On the exhale, slowly roll back onto the belly. Bring the hands back towards the rib cage, fingers pointing forward, elbows drawing in, and inhale to cobra. Pointing the toes, press onto the tops of the feet, engage the lower back muscles to lift and lengthen. Look forward, the neck is long. And exhale, come down, bring the right side of the face to the mat, the arms to the sides, palms face up, just for a moment of pause. And then head comes to center. Stretch the arms back, palms face down, and inhale, lift the chest, opening the heart. Press into the hands as if you could push the ground away from you. And then slowly come back down. Left cheek comes to the mat. For a moment of pause, allowing the body to reset. Forehead comes back to center. This time the arms and the legs lift, engaging the lower back muscles, supporting a better posture, a stronger spine. Lift, 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 and exhale. This time make a pillow with the hands, and the forehead rests on the back of your top hand. Relax the shoulders, relax the legs. Next, reach the arms forward, palms face down. Inhale, lift the arms and the legs. Keep the neck long. Keep engaging. Keep lifting. Remember to breathe. And exhale, rest the forehead on the back of the hand for a moment before we transition to our last one. Bow pose. Grab the ankles and lift the heart. Open the chest. Open the fronts of the hips. Beautiful back bend. And exhale, release. Breathe into the back body. This pause between poses is so vital, equally as important as the pose itself. And we'll take another version of Cobra, this time pressing into the palms and lifting the chest a bit higher. And curl the toes and shift into downward facing dog. Full body stretch. Let the heels sink towards the mat. The backs of the leg press away from you. The spine is long here. The belly draws in. On the exhale, Uddiyana Bandha, if it's in your practice. And press equally into the palms as you begin to walk it out, little bicycle movements in the legs. Before we transition to step forward, bring the feet slightly closer to you and we'll twist. The right hand reaches towards the left ankle and look under the left armpit. Twisting. Breathing. Feeling. And switch sides. Left hand comes to the right ankle. Look under the Right armpit, twist. Breathe. Feel. And come back to center. Lower onto the knees. Crossing the ankles. Shift back onto the bottom. Stretching the legs out in front of you. You can use the strap for this forward fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, hug the elbows in towards the sides, pulling the strap, and the crown of the head stretches towards the front of the mat. Try to keep the shoulders open. Lift the heart and lengthen the back body. Breathe here into the hamstrings. Release the strap. Come to butterfly. Take the blocks and make a T shape with little space between. So the spine is going to rest between the shoulder blades on a block, and the back of the head is going to rest on the other block. Take your time to move the blocks around until it feels like you've hit that sweet spot. And really let yourself drop in here. This is a very powerful release, opening the hips and the heart and inviting a sense of surrender here. So notice if any resistance is being experienced anywhere in the body, and exhale into that space to let it soften and release, surrendering deeper to relaxation and inner peace. Slowly close the knees like a book and straighten the leg. We'll come into a fish pose. You can adjust the block with the head to be a little bit lower so the neck opens slightly. You can sit on the hands. If you want, you can remove that block behind the head altogether, keeping the block between the shoulder blades to help support the lifting of the heart, the opening of the shoulders. Feel the expansion here in the whole front chest region. Remove the block and transition straight away to Shavasana, the same way we started the class. Notice if you feel maybe a little bit different from the last time you were in this pose. Let the body be soft and relaxed. Let the earth hold you here. Breathing naturally, without force, without effort. The only effort is to remain present in the seat of the observer, noticing what comes as it comes and letting it go as it goes. Thank yourself for taking this time for your well-being to start the day. And slowly start to move the fingers and the toes, the head, the neck. Lift the arms overhead, stretching. And then exhale the knees into the chest, rocking onto the left or right side, resting in fetal pose for a breath before sitting up to close the practice in a meditative seat. Connect the sit bones to the earth. Lengthen the spine, shoulders relax, arms, legs relax, face is soft. Take a breath in. Reach the arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Bowing to the inner divine light. Namaste.